Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by Money Stocks. Today is November 17, 2014. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts. We'll start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. And what you'll see here is that the futures are trading lower this morning by about 6 points to 20.32 per contract. Futures were down a lot more overnight. You can see right here around 9 o'clock in the evening, they were down to around 20.26. However, they have come back up. They are only down about 6 points at the moment. Now, one thing you want to know, take note of, is that Japan last night came out with their GDP report, and they have slipped into recession. So Japan officially is has slipped into recession. The Nikkei 225 index, which is to the Japanese market, was down about 3% last night, 2.95% actually, or 517 points. So either way you slice it or dice it, Japan leading the charge lower. And remember, they are printing much more money than the Federal Reserve ever printed here. So a nasty fall for that stock index, falling by nearly 3% last night, all on the back of some news that really the quantitative easing that they're doing there is not working. And we'll see if it's just a blip on the screen. Obviously, they're going to blame weather, but the reality of it is you have stocks like Toyota Motor, and you have stocks like Honda Motor Corp, which are not making new all-time highs. They're actually making lower highs on the chart, despite the fact that Japan is printing all of this money. So take a look at Toyota Motor. That's telling you something's wrong. Take a look at Honda Motor, HMC. That's telling you something's wrong as well. Look at this stock. It's down to $32. I mean, what can you say? All the money printing, and the stock just can't get out of its own way. So, sure, maybe it's due for a bounce or something of that nature. But the reality of it is that the Japanese stock market is not reflecting the growth that the leaders over there intended, or the central bank intended. All right, let's get back over to the U.S. markets. There's a lot of news out here, a lot of stocks in play today. First one we're going to start off with is Halliburton. Halliburton is buying Baker Hughes. The deal is officially done. It looks like the deal is going off for, I forget the exact number, but Halliburton stock right now in the pre-market, let's just get back to that, is trading around $51.82. So the stock has slipped a little bit. Again, I'm seeing some support right around the $45 level, so keep that on the radar. 45 for Halliburton could be a buy level. Again, let's take a look at Baker Hughes, which is a company that is being bought out. Stock is trading at $69. Pretty good little pop here. If you own Baker Hughes by some chance, just trail the stop loss. You don't have to get out. I believe it's $78 is the takeover price, but the stock right now is reflecting 68. So I bet you they're waiting for regulatory approval or things like that. So just trail the stop loss if you own Baker Hughes. But either way, it's turned out to be a nice quick deal. From the time it was reported last week, it is pretty much closed. So we'll see if the regulators approve it, and that would be fine. Next up on Merger Monday, you have Allergan, ticker symbol AGN. I believe they have agreed to be bought out by activists, and that stock is trading nicely higher, but it has come off of the highs of the day. Right now, it's trading around the 207 level. That is the takeover price. So if you own Allergan, I would just trail the stop loss at this stage of the game. Let's take a look at activists, and what you'll see here is that it's trading right around 243. No movement really there. We'll see how that one plays out. I'll have levels intraday a little bit later. Another deal that was supposed to go through but has fallen apart right now is Hasbro buying DreamWorks. And you can see Hasbro stock is trading up on the news because they will not be spending the money to buy DreamWorks Animation. Stock closed at $54.02. It is now trading at $56. Let's give it the upside bias here. I don't see why it couldn't trade back up towards 57.50. That is still a pretty strong gap up this morning, and you should respect it. Let's take a look at DreamWorks, which is falling. DreamWorks Animation, ticker symbol DWA, is now trading at $22.82 a share. It did close on Friday at $26.02. So this stock is definitely on the decline this morning. We'll see where it can go. I am showing support for this one around $20.40. So keep that on the radar if it gets there. Aggressive traders, you want to give it a shot around $20.40. That should be a pretty good little level for DreamWorks. So again, that's where it can go today. Right now it's trading at 22.80, so be careful. It can come down to this black line before finding support, and once again, that line is $20.41. Let's talk about Tyson Foods. I believe they had news today. They reported earnings. I'm not sure exactly what the earnings were. Stock right now, though, is trading at $42.30. It closed at $40.66. I am seeing a ton of resistance at 43. You can see that level was already hit in the pre-market. There should still be a ton of resistance right there, right around that level. Again, if it does trade higher than that, then watch the 43.63 level, $43.63. There'll be even more resistance there. I can't really see the stock get much above that level, so be a little bit careful with Tyson Foods. That will be in play today. We will be looking at that once the market opens up. One stock we did trade on Friday was Movado. Movado we did trade as a gap play. We bought that at $25.28. Nice trade. And again, come over to the intraday stock chat room. Take a 7-day free trial. You get to see everything that we're doing. Again, we'll try to find a few more gap plays for you this morning. So we'll see how that all shakes out. Let's take a look at LinkedIn. LNKD is the ticker symbol. Everybody's favorite social networking stock for business people. What you're going to see is stocks trading at $229. It closed at $234. Well, $233.89 on Friday. It did slip this morning. I will have levels if this does come down in the chat room today. So we will be keeping LinkedIn on the radar today. It could be a stock that's in play. I think we will get a couple of trades off on LinkedIn today. So come on over, take a 7-day free trial to this chat room, and check out the intraday stock chat. We'll be looking at LinkedIn today as it is in play this morning. Looking over the gold market today, you're going to see that gold is trading up just by 30 cents to $1,185 an ounce. Let's go over to the GLD. Gold had a huge move on Friday. Right now it's trading the GLD around 114. It closed at 114.47. So we're going to be looking at pattern here, but gold did have a big volume, high move day on Friday. So we'll see how that plays out today. But gold will be in play today going forward. Remember, this coming Friday is options expiration for November. So we'll get a lot of up and down choppy movements in individual names. So it is going to make for a little bit of a more choppy trading action throughout the rest of the week. But I think we can get some pretty good trades off. I want to take a look next at the oil market. You're going to see light sweet crude is trading lower by 76 cents to $75.07 a barrel. Let's go over to the USO, which is a good way to trade light sweet crude. And what you'll see here is that the USO is trading at $28.54. Again, it closed at $28.83 on Friday. So be careful with the oil market here. Oil is still very, very vulnerable, although I do think the spot crude has still a fair amount of support at $74. But if that level gets taken out, watch out. It could get pretty ugly pretty quick. But I don't foresee that happening right now. But hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened. Just to wrap today's session up, we are seeing the futures come off the lows a little bit more. Right now they're trading lower by 5.25 points. Again, we'll see what kind of day we get. Japan really was the big news last night, going into recession, finishing down about 3% on the trading day. So we'll see if that does affect the U.S. markets. I think it should. I don't know if it will, but we'll see if it does. With that being said, everybody have a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.